Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be diving back into some more Crusader Wars, the epic mod that allows you to go ahead and play the awesome grand strategy of Crusader Kings 3 and then play out the battles from that inside of Total War Atilla. And of course, we are using the respective Lord of the Rings mods for both games. We have the Realms and Exiles mod for CK3 and of course the Total War Dawnless Days mod for Total War Atilla. And you guys are returning, as did Aragon last episode. I'll go ahead and leave a playlist down below in the description. You want to go ahead and follow this, but this is going to be the final episode in the trilogy as we look to go and destroy Mordor once and for all. We are in the process of fighting for Aphelion right now. Once we own Aphelion, we'll then be able to go ahead and click this destroy Mordor button, which will then give us a final war go against them to eradicate them and destroy the Dark Lord. As well as that, we also have the Men of Rohan fighting away against the Dominion of Isengard. So Saruman has launched his invasion and hopefully we'll be able to fight that one back with them. But we have bigger fish to fry right now. The Nazgul are terrorizing our lands, and yeah, we fought a pretty insane like 25,000 man battle in the previous episode, which I do recommend you go back and checking out after this one. And we ended up losing it. Yeah, we ended up losing a battle, which is pretty crazy, mainly solely because of the amount of Olog-hai that they had. They had so many armored trolls, and I just had nothing in my arsenal to go and deal with them, which really did suck. So now we're going to have to go ahead and try and claw this war back. It shouldn't be too difficult because we're going to be able to grab a ton of levies back from Pelennor and Minas Tirith and launch out. And we just need to start taking territory and win like one major battle, and that should be it. So let's do exactly that. I'm going to actually just go ahead and start launching my invasion. I'm also going to go ahead and station some soldiers here as well and make my way over and look to just basically try and outsiege them whilst our levies build up. And then we're going to go and, basically look to try and engage this army once and for all. Okay, so I think we're actually going to go ahead and grab our battle rights here. We did suffer a defeat somewhere. I don't know where we suffered this defeat. But yeah, so I was obviously sieged the outskirts of Minas Morgul, which is great. And now we're going to push in here and catch this army. And we're going to fight it. I'm not going to cheese the game. I'm going to let these 5,000 soldiers get stuck in. But look at that. They have 2,900 soldiers. And they're just absolutely demolishing us. Okay, well, this is going to be crazy. I will let their 5,000 get in into the battle because I think I'd be a bit snide not to. And here we go. This is the battle we're going to fight. Like, we outnumber them. But yeah, the Nazgul, man. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They are Nazgul. I mean, this is the Witch King after all. But I've got more of an advantage and everything. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, this is bad. I'm not sure if I've messed up the setting somewhere, but it's not spawning in our militia. Oh no. Okay, this is actually really unfortunate. Yeah, this is actually super bad. I don't know how we're going to do this. Okay, scratch that then, because it does seem like, yeah, we're not going to be able to fight these battles at all. And yeah, oh my god, the Nazgul are so strong. It's because all my men are just running like cowards. Yeah, we might still manage to win this one though, just the Nazgul are taking us down. But yeah, we can't fight these battles if we don't get our militia, because without the militia, we have nothing to clog down the enemy line. Are they literally going to beat me here? I feel like the Nazgul are literally about to beat me. Is there anything I can do? Oh, it's so close. Can I bring up like any more men? I don't know. Can I raise more men? There's no way these guys are going to get here in time, though. I maybe should have done this previously. Yeah, I mean, anything can help. Oh, we're going to win. Okay, we're going to win. We're going to win this battle, which is going to be huge. But yeah, that's a real unfortunate thing. I'm not sure why the mapper is working like that. Boom. Okay, cool. So we won that battle. That's going to help out with the war score a little bit, but not massively. Okay. So yeah, what I guess we're going to have to do then is I guess we're going to have to obviously win this war, and then from then on, I'm just going to have to build some massive groups of like, massive groups of soldiers to help us out, like a bunch of very good soldiers and other men-at-arms basically to run our wars for us. What we're actually going to have to do, and this is actually a good way around it. I could have go back and re-record this, but I'm just not going to because we won that battle and I don't want to lose another one. Is if we make Gondor back our primary title, that should sort things out. It's not as cool, obviously, but having Gondor as our primary title should make our life a little bit easier. Okay, cool. So now we'll get our militia again. Let's rebuild our forces. We have a little bit more money as well. So can I recruit anyone? No, I can't because we're at war, maybe? I think it's because we're at war. So then let's also maybe try and upgrade more Citadel Guard to hold the line. Yeah, we don't need more cavalry, so let's try and upgrade a little bit there. Let's spend our money there. Evil are pretty split now, so I think we're going to be able to jump them if we want to. Theoden is calling me out again, so I will... I can't send him money, right? So yeah, I'll send some soldiers, don't worry. We could chase this down and try and engage this battle. However, they are reinforcing with their 6,000 men there. That'll give them 9,000. We'll have 15. So I guess this is a battle that we do take. So let's dive in. We'll engage them and just immediately jump in. So it's 15,000 versus 10,000. We should get our militia now, because obviously we've changed back to Gondor, which should allow us to hopefully win the day. Do this. Let's fight the battle ourselves. Let's dive in. Hopefully we also have some of the Citadel Guard we just recruited. Okay, so we're in the battle, and this is really truly the battle for Middle-earth right here. I also managed to fix my militia issue. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the recording, if I cut that out, but I was having an issue where my militia wasn't spawning in. But big shout out to the guy who actually mapped out the Lord of the Rings mod. He helped me out for it, so I really appreciate that. Okay, so this is how we've set up our formation. We're going to obviously have to wait for the AI to come to us, but I've stuck these spikes out here because I'm hoping the cow traps will actually kill a few of the trolls as they come running through and charging my front line. We also stuck down some spike pits. Most likely they're just going to end up killing the militia, but I guess every dead orc is a good dead orc. Over on the left hand side we have a few spike traps to hopefully capture the stupid AI forces, and I've also decided to make the map a little bit smaller just to kind of condense the battles. I don't know if you guys like that, if you'd rather bigger maps, just let me know in the comments. And actually, something I've actually really just noticed is we have some perfect high ground here. This would be great for my archers, so let's go ahead and move these guys out. You guys can see that this battle is pretty large scale. Oh my god, why are they focusing on the right hand side? That is so bad for us. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna have to basically shift over a lot of my army over to that flank. It's really annoying because I was actually going really hard with my best soldiers on my left flank. I guess what we can do is we can kind of, I guess they are kind of coming down a little bit, but either way we should probably push up a bit. Again, there's some javelin fire here by their skirmisher cavalry. Okay, we might actually get lucky. Okay, take everything I just said back. We are perfect, we are a genius, and I expect to kill a lot of the enemy here. Okay, let's actually reform then. Let's not shift everybody over then. We don't need to do that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and hold the line here. Our cavalry is still a little bit dangerous. We can pull them back. I pushed over horse over on this side. We're going to go and shove them really far back. Again, encourage the AI to kind of come all the way around and then try and catch them that way. And there we go. The trolls are immediately coming in, and these are going to be our biggest pain in the battle. Oh, it looks like we actually did manage to kill one. Okay, cool. Oh, we got a bunch of them over here. My plan worked perfectly. Was it the traps or was it the... Okay, I think it was the traps that did it. Okay, I mean, either way, we will 100% take that. So the main goal in this battle is to break the entire rest of the Mordor army just simply as quickly as possible. That's what we want to be doing. We want to make sure that we kill them, destroying them morale, giving me the most enough left to basically then just shoot the trolls to death. We're going to hope that we can do that with our superior cavalry forces, as we do have a lot of that, and breaking the lower tier units is not really going to be too hard. I do have to make sure, though, that I am holding my ammunition. I do not want to be wasting these unless I'm shooting trolls. We need this cavalry back ASAP as well. And yeah, obviously killing the elite cavalry of the mouths of Saurons and stuff like that. These guys are insane, so killing them is going to be important. And then dealing with like these big clumps of orcs, again, going to be very important because we don't really have the best soldiers set up here to deal with them, and you can already start to see a lot of our soldiers are already routing. But I'm going to save all my ammunition for this, charge you guys in. Let's start pushing around the flanks with our cavalry so we can start hammering and ambling. Yeah, we're going to have to throw in more infantry. The trolls are going to continue just to rip me apart, but we basically just need to kind of keep them at bay whilst everyone else does their thing. Okay, let's just be a little bit careful of our own traps here. I think we're going to ignore that. Yeah, that's going to be perfectly set up, if I do say so myself. Beautiful stuff right there. That's going to be a big hit into the back of their lines. Downhill charge as well. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough to break the half-orc axes in there. Yeah, there's orc warriors in there. They're going to be a little bit scarier to deal with. Let's throw in a few more reinforcements. But yeah, every soldier we break is going to be huge. You guys are just shooting the trolls where you can. Good. And I guess what we could do over on this side, we have the high elevation, so I think we're going to be able to shoot the trolls perfectly there. Oh yeah, I mean, obviously here, make sure we don't mess up our micro. The cab doing a great job there, so then you guys pull out, go around the flank. And yeah, we're just hoping that we can basically just envelop this line. On the look of that big mass route there as well. Insane. Oh, can we encourage these guys onto the spikes? We also have to make sure as well, we can't forget, lest we forget, we cannot allow the enemy to also set up their own formations and obviously come back from routing. So chasing down routed orcs is going to be important because that's going to be a lot of soldiers to deal with. Let's continue to push on. We have to be kind of careful of our own traps now, but more reinforcements here to deal with. Yeah, try and break them mouths of them orcs there. Keep hitting the trolls. You guys are set up now as well, so start hitting down in the center. A lot of this cavalry can move around. Okay, I think we're doing this. Again, it's just going to come down to the trolls. Literally just going to come down to the trolls. Oh, and this is perfect as well. Look at this. So our archers are actually perfectly angled that hill. I mean, not many of them are shooting, but every arrow is going to be important, I think. That's an okay amount of them are shooting, obviously avoiding friendly fire. But we're getting a lot more arrows into the trolls than we normally would be. So I'm taking this. I think our center's going to basically erupt soon enough. So we're going to probably have to set up a few traps as well, basically splitting our archers so they don't really have anywhere to go. Okay, that's great. And then, yeah, these flanks are completely being eaten up as well, which is perfect. So there's plenty more reserves. I think we finally, I think we've got this battle. I think we have a way to deal with the trolls with our extra archers, which we invested in, remember? I invested in. I think it also massively helps as well, the fact that we also have more soldiers than them. We outnumber them by, like, I think 4,000 soldiers, which is just massive. I can't really hover. Yeah, there you go. We started with 11. They started with 8,000. We've already cut down their numbers massively, which is huge. And yeah, the cavalry is such a big boon. And the fact they're attacking us, the fact they don't have the numbers, even with the smaller maps, which should obviously help the AI a little bit more, that's not really causing us too many issues. Okay, and all it took, I actually put Boromir in command of this army as well instead of Aragon. So all it took was a true captain of Gondor to go and help and win this battle. Okay, as they actually break through a lot of our weaker men, they also become a bit more vulnerable as well to the missile fire. As we get fewer and fewer men in, it allows the arrows to actually come flying in now. So these guys should be, yeah, look at the arrows coming in now. Perfect. The Ologai will be dropping soon. And we just need kind of like the odd army to kind of get in their way. Again, you guys can start working on them trolls. We have a few other soldiers we're chasing down. The cavalry can obviously continue on. We obviously also have to deal with the Witch King himself as well. He is, I believe, out here. Is he actually a unit in this model? Yeah, it's the actual Nazgul as well. So they are very scary. Even though they actually don't have any swords. Nice. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, Nazgul are still pretty scary about swords, but hey, it's better than them having swords. With enough missile fire, we are, I think, starting to finally kill the trolls. There's not many of them left. Also, actually killing their general, which is something I actually haven't done yet. I probably should send some more cavalry to go and help out with that. Once we've killed their general as well, that should hopefully hurt them around. Not that the trolls will really go down, but I mean, they are still putting up an insane fight. We have the archers set up as best as we can. We're hammer and ambling with everything we've got. We are running a little bit lower on ammunition, but yeah, obviously making sure that we just kind of continue to hit them. These guys are going to be really low on HP. I've hit so many arrows into them, so they will start to drop soon enough. And then, yeah, we still need to find a better way of dealing with the trolls, though. I think we're going to have to invest in some pikemen or some other ways to hopefully bring them down. But for now, yeah, we'll just focus on these last 4 units, and that should be enough. Okay, oh my lord, we finally broke the Ologai. That was a battle and a half, I'm not going to lie. Hoping that is going to win us the war, because with that, they shouldn't be able to really muster much again. They're sending one army back there. We still have 6,000 soldiers left remaining, so we can probably go ahead and set some more siege. And the most important thing is it also gets rid of that battle war score as well, the 50% for losing. We gain 31% back from winning that battle, but it's still big enough. We do need to be careful though, because obviously we are being raided down here by orcs. We're going to just have to let that happen for now. And then we're also, of course, I mean, luckily Rohan are actually winning a pretty decent engagement against Saruman as well. There's 4,000, but kind of similar numbers. They're just raiding each other, so it's good to see that they're doing a great job. The question is, what do we do with this army? I kind of want to go back and replenish our levy, so I might head back to East Aziliath. The ticking war score should now be in our favor. I just know for a fact that the AI is going to go ahead and build up a massive army again, come flying back at us. So let's at least go back and let's just replenish some of our losses, rebuild anyone else that we have left remaining. Because, yeah, I don't want to get caught, caught in my pants now. Yep, exactly that. As you can see, 2,000 men. They're just elite soldiers, so we probably should try and chase them down. I don't really want them to let them build up. They are going to build up. Okay, that's fine. If we go in here, are we going to win this? Yeah, we actually struggle to win this if we go in, which is crazy, right? We have 7,000 men, but apparently it's still just not enough. So let's fall back. Let's build up the rest of our soldiers. We can probably absolutely just demolish this force quickly because we're defending, deal with the raiders once and for all, and we shouldn't barely lose any soldiers. And then, yeah, I think we're going to have to build up and deal with that. Oh, look at this, the March of the Ents. Perfect. This is really needed, actually, because we need to light the beacons, I think, to win this war for Aphelion. It's just not going to happen otherwise. A great power, ancient in birth and beyond might has awoken and changed the course of the world. Unlooked for the unexpected from the deep within the forest of Bangorn, and the ancient honored Drim, known as the Men of the Ents, have marched to war against Isengard, seeking vengeance against the power-hungry Saruman. That is perfect, man. In the brutal, decisive battle, the ring of Isengard has been torn down, and its pits have been flooded by the river in Isen, the River Isen. Send a deluge down the valley when the Ents broke the great dam Sauron had built there. Saruman is now a prisoner. That's good, and every last Uruk-hai is now taken care of. That means that the war is now won, which means we should now... but can we not do this? We're not in a war against... Oh, because I'm in a fighting an aggressive war, okay, so I can't actually call the Rohirrim. God damn it! I was really hoping that would be the case. Oh my lord, okay, so with that, the war is finally over. I actually had to fight 2 battles off camera. They weren't very exciting ones, and I thought we already had our major one, but the war is finally won. However, as stressful as this isn't even the major war. This was just to reclaim back Ithilien. Yeah, I also went into severe debt. Luckily, managed to boom back from it as well, which was nice after buying some mercenaries, and then obviously once the war is won now, we should be in a good situation. So boom, I mean, Gondor is looking pretty goddamn beautiful. However, I have severely, and when I say severely, I mean severely neglected my kingdom during that war. I was laser locked in. Okay, so let's grant the title of Minas Ithith, and I guess I'll grant this to like Boromir maybe? Yeah, let's give it to Boromir. I feel like Boromir deserves Ithilien, so let's grant him Ithilien. And then obviously he'll take all the smaller titles. He'll now reside he'll reside over here in Minas Ithil, which is nice that it's changed its name back, which is great, not Minas Morgul anymore. And then boom. Okay, so we need to really focus in on building up our settlements now. We need to really focus in on building up our army for this final war against Mordor. Oh, this is a really cool event as well. We basically give like Boromir's line, you know, the rightful place in Ithilien, and obviously into Minas Ithil as well. I like that. Yeah, no, you can have it. It shall now be your birthright. I like that. That's kind of a cool story and hopefully a cool ending for Boromir. Okay, so we're a bit further on now, and I went through a long period of conquering land that I thought I needed over here in the left-hand side, and even still, even now I've conquered, I'm pretty sure I've got every bit of territory. It's still saying that I don't, and I can't do this destroy Mordor focus, which is how I wanted to end this series, was by doing this. But yeah, it says I don't own everything in this line, and I'm pretty sure I do, right? I know obviously I've broken some truces, so that's why I'm not exalted among men, but that won't be too hard to get back. But yeah, it's now not saying that I own this. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to fight this final war. Mordor declared war on me again, so we're just going to fight them, and we're just going to end the war this time. We'll march in Barad-dûr through Minas Ithil, and we'll conquer it and end the war. I think we're more than strong enough to do it. We have 22,000 men, and our men-at-arms are looking absolutely insane. I recruited over 1,000 pikemen to help deal with the trolls. I'm hoping these guys will be Fountain Guard, but whatever they are, they'll be really strong because pikemen are beyond broken. I just need to build up my army again, and then we'll go out. Also, Aragorn is like on his deathbed as well. He's 107 and his health is poor, even though I thought the Blood of Numenor kept him alive a little bit longer. So I've gone into medical focus because I really want to keep him alive for as long as possible in this playthrough. So yeah, let's take our 22,000 men and let's go and engage the enemy forces. I think we'll probably fight this battle because this should be enough to break them, because once we kill these armies, we'll then be pushing into Mordor. So let's engage, and we'll probably fight this one on the field. We'll let obviously their forces come in, even though I don't really feel like they have too much power. Like Aragorn is leading, seemingly he's being out advantaged somehow. So we'll let all their army get in, and yeah, I guess we'll fight. This will be like our last major battle, I think, and then we'll push on. We'll go and take Barad-dûr, pushing through Minas Ithil, and then yeah, I guess the campaign will be won. Yeah, that's a pretty large battle, if I do say so myself. Do we not get any pikemen? Oh, I think the pikemen are classed as Gondorian spears, which aren't the worst, but yeah, a little bit annoying. Yeah, that's actually really bad. We only have two. We have the other archers as well. Okay, cool. They have a lot of runic soldiers, a lot of orc warriors. Again, this will be the same goal as we did in the previous battle. Surround the enemy army, kill everything, and then just focus for trolls. Okay, here we are, marching to war. This will be the final battle. We will crush the armies of Mordor into the dusk and the dirt, and then finally push on Barad-dûr to destroy the Dark Lord once and for all. And I mean, what a battle we have for us in this final engagement. How many soldiers on the battlefield right there? I have 20,000 soldiers. The AI has 14,000. So, yeah, not bad. It's kind of crazy as well. We actually outnumber them, but them trolls count for, I don't know, however many men. Also, look at the battlefield as well. There are men from one side to the other. So, this is going to be insane. Oh, baby, here we go. The enemy are now coming into vision. A mix of basically everything evil. We have, like, these goblins in here. We have orcs scattered around. We have Easterlings. There's, like, men from Dunland here. This is truly the Dark Lord's army. This is what I'm scared of, though. The orcs there moving forward. We're going to have to, obviously, immediately set ourselves up here to deal with them. So all the archers... The annoying thing is we're going uphill as well, which makes things even worse, but we'll obviously have to try our best. Let's go get some spearmen over here. The Citadel Guard are really our only chance of dealing with them. And then, yeah, as I said, our sole goal is to kill everything else, and then we deal with the trolls. Yeah, that's a lot of soldiers in here right now. You can see the game is actually slowly chugging a bit. It should sort itself out. But remember, we have 40,000 men on the field of battle. And considering for having 40,000 men on the field of battle, it's actually not doing too badly whatsoever. We need to break through on this right-hand side quickly. If we can do that, then that will allow us to whip our cavalry around. And there is only some weak goblin soldiers on this flank. We can even start moving around here. We have plenty of reserves, and the arrows are kind of going in. The cavalry has already made its way in as well. Let's obviously make sure we reinforce. Luckily, we actually have really good soldiers on this flank again, which is nice. So we'll move our cavalry around and then just start whittling down. We just have to kind of hope that our militia can hold the line. And we'll actually just go down the battle line. Let's just do one clean, look at that battle line, man. Oh, there is one thing and one thing only that gets me going, and that is a battle line. My wife absolutely hates it, but hey, when I have to whip out the laptop in the middle of, well, you know what, then here we are. And yeah, you can see the trolls just ripping through the battle line. Hopefully the arrow fire is at least whittling them down a little bit. The Citadel Guard have moved up. Rest of the militia fighting, and there you go, the other side. Let's charge in right there. Let's keep on hitting with the cavalry. We need a clean break here, and then we can continue to wrap round and just kill the rest of the army, because that's our goal. As I said, our goal is to break the rest of the enemy lines. Yeah, he's done a good job there of hitting us here, and then we basically clean up the trolls. We go the charge. The goblins are turning around and trying to stop us, but no, look at that, smacking right into them. Perfect stuff right there. The other unit coming in there as well, completely sandwiching. And yeah, this is like their version of militia, and the York militia are worse. But again, they have the trolls to make up for it, so that's why they're so good. The York warriors do need to go down. We'll throw in more of our men. And there's, you know, I will see these soldiers a billion times, honestly, but I'll never get over just how awesome the Gondorian spears look. I think they are, yeah, hands down my favorite unit. They are just awesome. Serious damage. The right flank has now basically broken up. Again, I'm making sure that I actually run down a lot of these running units, because then casualties will all apply when it goes back to the CK3 campaign, and obviously smashing this army, even though realistically it doesn't actually matter, because in CK3 armies just replenish instantly, and it's really stupid. Probably the thing I hate the most about CK3 is how winning decisive battles actually doesn't feel like you want a decisive battle, because they just immediately come back. But less the point, yeah, we want to make sure at least it takes them as long as possible so we can siege out and obviously march into Mordor with our army. And the nice thing is we can actually replenish inside of Minas Ithil now as well, which is actually a really nice boon as we get another nice little charge off here. The trolls are actually surprisingly going down a little bit quicker than I thought as well. Maybe I'm just like more focusing them down a little bit more. But yeah, I feel like the trolls are actually dying quite nicely. We've already wiped out, I think, 2 units of them. Seems like the majority of the enemy line is breaking. The nice thing is, look at this, we are killing the Olokai as well. They are going down and routing, and then we just need to make sure that we obviously just keep units chasing after them, and then they shouldn't come back from routing, and we continue to harass them. Again, we just need to make sure they're going down. They're down to what, like 5 units of them now, which is a bit more manageable. We can deal with that with cavalry. The rest of the lines are now being ripped up pretty decently. Our reinforcements have arrived as well to kind of supply any lines here that we need to. These trolls need to go down. Shoot patrols, shoot patrols, shoot patrols. Okay, nice. So enough fire arrows. We are now breaking the remnants of this force. And honestly, it wasn't actually too difficult in the end. Again, the majority of the enemy force, as long as we have more cavalry, seemingly do go down fairly easily. So now it's just dealing with them. We've cleared up the right flank with fire arrows, which is good. And yeah, these guys should break, in quotation marks, fairly soon. And boom, there we go. With that, the battle has been won perfect. I would love to make sure we chase down these trolls if we can as well. I don't know if that actually applies. It should, right, if we wipe out, but then I guess some would have changed. The most annoying thing is, like, this is like one squad of Ologhai. I don't know why they get so many of them just with this recruitment, but they do. I guess it's to make the Mordor armies a little bit harder. Hey, beautiful. So the victory is now ours. They actually do only have 400 men left now, which is great. So what we should do is we should lift the siege here and then immediately go into Mordor to finish this war. Hoping I can get this all done before Aragon does pass away. I am trying to obviously just spam out as many of the health boosts as possible. Yeah, we'll unsiege this, which will be good, and then yeah, push in once and for all. Okay, here we go. We are about to take Barad-dûr. I kind of left Aphelion to be burnt and raised, but it should be okay. I also don't know how they took Minas Ithil as quickly as they did, considering it took me like 10 years to do it. But I guess we are sieging Barad-dûr. We have been here a while to try and bring down the Dark Lord once and for all. We are also dying as well, so we're going to be going down very soon. Hopefully we can survive long enough. Okay, here we go. The last couple ticks just moving up. As soon as that hits the perfect number, we're going to be there. And the Dark Lord has now been taken. I like to think that we'll do this. I'll finish up this war just quickly. But yeah, I mean, we have Barad-dûr, so we should be in a very good spot. And boom, there we go. We can now enforce our demands. It's really annoying because I would have loved to have like actually done the decision. But yeah, for whatever reason, it just was not working. There you go. Ban, boom, boom, done. Hell yeah. We love to see it. The war is over once and for all. Yeah, and we still can't. Oh god, I did not mean to do that. I am so close to dying. Aragon, hold firm, my friend. Yeah, I just still can't. Oh, I can finally do this now. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so basically what happened at this point, and this is Jackie from the future whilst I'm editing this, is we could actually do the decision. So I wonder if it was something to do with either me being a truce breaker because I had to break truces to end the wars in the west, or if I was because I was at war and that kind of kingdom in the north of Aphelion was actually free of me at that time, even though it still said it was under me, which was the reason why I didn't think that was the issue. Either way, I could now press the decision. So then I went ahead and basically clicked the decision. And as you guys are seeing, I went ahead and continued to fight them. We had like 40,000 soldiers from the final battle event, which is, yeah, insane. So many soldiers is crazy. However, and again, Mordor literally couldn't do a single thing after losing the previous war against us because there was no truce to it. However, every time I was just about to end this war, Aragon kept on dying. I even tried making him like 20 years old and it just didn't seem to help. I tried making him immortal, but the trait wasn't working. And yeah, every time Aragon died, it would reset the decision and end the war. So basically, I got so close to actually going ahead and finishing the decision whilst Aragon kept on dying, and then I had to reload, and then he died, and then I had to reload, and he died. In the end, after like 8 hours of all the issues I had with this episode, I just kind of gave up, and I was like, this is it. I'm just going to record it in post and say that we won. Wasn't exactly the way I wanted to end this trilogy of episodes as Aragon. However, I think we did learn a lot, and of course with all the tech issues it was just a bit frustrating, but hopefully the next ones will be much better and much smoother. I think I'm going to try my best to condense down like an entire event into one episode. I think that's going to be really, really cool. So if you guys want to see more of this, and again, I know this was a bit anticlimactic, we still got 2 epic battles, right? So hopefully that's still enough. But yeah, if you guys want to see more episodes like this on the channel, please do drop a like and a comment down below. The last 2 did really well, and I'm more than happy to go ahead and do some dwarfs, some elves, some hobbits, whatever you guys want to see, I can do it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already.